very much, Steve. Yeah, should be an exciting one, of course. We've just seen Liquid have a pretty confident 2-0 victory against Nigma. I think we're seeing from the draft already, they're definitely going to be standing against quite a challenge here against LGD.
Oh yeah, LGD, for people who, you know, did not watch Chinese Dota, they're super strong. I think, personally, Chinese region is the strongest one. Like, they have 3-4, like, even some teams that didn't qualify looked extremely good, and PSG.LGD is, you know, one of those teams that has been like stable. They always pretty much have good drafts, and it's already showing. Like, this game should be a pretty Morphling.
You think so? Yeah, this Morph was we still come out as the 4th pick. That final finisher from Liquid, a very Liquid-esque, the Visage coming out. But you see that hero and you say, you know, as the Morph, you don't care. It's all about this hero coming into
You don't.
the game.
Like, the only one who can surprise him is pretty much Sanking or, like, Visage Birds from the Invis. Once you get that Aghanims, Sanking stun, but there's also a save capability coming out from Tusk. Like, look at Jinq's build. Like, this is something that I really like. You know, these players, like Jinq has been one of my favorite position 4 players coming out from the Chinese region for quite some time. He gets the shared tango. He starts with the magic stick because he wants to be able to lane against the bristleback. They already know where Mick is going to be. So yeah. Just good stuff. Like, they could potentially try to get a kill on the top lane with 3 heroes and then rotate to the bottom. Something that we see quite often, you know, when the people are playing against something like Terrorblade. He uses meta, they go hide in the trees, but good ward coming out from Team Liquid to scout this kind of movement already placed, you know, just to see if they're gonna try lane. So this will scout things out, possibly, if they go more to the west than to the east.
Let's see. I mean, for Liquid this game, I guess it's going to be all about hitting that point where they're able to rally around the push potential of the Visage and the Bristle and run PSG.LGD over before this Morph gets online, right? Top lane, aggression there, straight away onto McKay, presents himself, the tri-lane position, no hesitation from PSG.LGD as they open the game up with the first blood on McKay.
A great start for PSG.LGD. Bottom lane, Ame, he's dead. Ame does not have anything left, has a tango, maybe some juke potential, but yeah. Should play a bit less aggressive, because you know you're going for that kill on the top lane, and now it's kind of equal. He got back to gold, Y already used the TP, low on HP, has a couple of tangos to work with. For people who are wondering, like, what's happening, why is Gyrocopter being played as position 5? It's a very strong position 5 that can easily snowball. The downside of the hero is, like, if you're not getting stuff done early on, you can just fall off quickly. Like, you're not as strong as some other position 5s, but can easily snowball. You can be in the middle of the network with, like, he farms quickly. You can buy different items, like Veil is a really good item on the hero. Rocket.
Top lane, again Insania. Trying to run down Jinq. The stacks are building up. Is it enough to pop him? Ooh, the blast did it. Insania able to take him down.
In the situation for Jinq, it's better to die than to survive there. You have 2 tangos, have to go back to the base, so it's still okay. Phaeton's gonna get some bit of solo XP, but you also want to get the level 2 on the Tusk to have it like a snowball. You save a point on Tusk until you get, like, until you see what's gonna happen. Like, maybe it's better to get Ice Shards to block people off, or the snowball, depending on the situation.
On this bottom lane, he got massively baited in there by Tiger, chasing him all the way underneath the tower pretty much, and going as deep as he did, easily enough. You know, time being bought for Big Foxy to just turn up and turn things around there with the 2 of them. Got to be a little careful how heavy he tries to go in onto the Willow, especially, you know, level 2 just being there, and Tiger able to play around that missile connection, the Shadow Realm, making sure that there's no window for more damage to be done whilst he's stunned.
They also need some sentries on the bottom lane, because Sanking will get point in a sandstorm. There are 2 sentries on the Gyrocopter already. He's very well prepared. But Ame, he's dropping low. Like, they need to bring some extra regen to this lane. Extremely aggressive lane coming out from Team Liquid.
Yes, seeing Tiger definitely finding duo of heroes that they're able to really put the pressure on this game as the fire.
Y needs to be able to stop this push, because Sanking pushes the lane. So stop this pull, sorry. And yeah, they can just easily do it, but if he gets caught outside of the position, one Burrow Strike, Ramble Maze, Shadow Realm, that's a dead hero. And Taiga, something that we usually don't see, he's a hero expert. Ramble Maze, second point in it. Usually people just max out the Shadow Realm, which I really like. You know, just the latch. The root duration against the Morphling should be okay. It gives Sanking more time to actually get closer and possibly land a stun. Runes is going to be bottom. Arcane Rune picked up by Taiga. He actually picked it up in the bottle, which was bought by Sanking.
Nicely able to get him a refill.
Arcane power.
Right, he's going to hang around, try and make it a little awkward for Taiga to make his way back to the lane. Taiga's not even going to mess around trying to maneuver past him, or just TP straight back over to the tier 1 bottom to ensure that he can get back to the side of Boxy as quickly as he can. See what we're seeing in the mid lane. 22 for 9 for nothing to say against the 18 for 4 of qojqva. So a little bit of a lead here from the Void Spirit. Doing a good job taking away some of those creeps. And
yeah, Ahmed just explodes.
He did. I don't think he was ready for that amount of burst. He's gone. He's out of the lane. This aggression from Tiger and Boxy just continuing to make this half of the map very hard for them all to find any sort of farm in. Now they just head over towards Y. They're going to be able to catch him as well. He pops the stick charges. Very fire as well. Is it going to be enough to save him? I don't think it is. Boxy's in. One more click to do it.
Dead. And now Sanking will be able to refill the bottle, because Visage also does not go for the bottle. He can pick up both bounty runes, will be full mana, full HP. Could potentially make a rotation, but the lane is pushing in on the bottom, so he's probably going to go back to the bottom lane. Instead, Ahmed is struggling. It's a CS 18 only at the moment.
Crushing it on the bottom half of the map. Liquid so far. I'm sure that this morph does have a slow start. We'll see if Nothing to Say is able to sort of help out the side lanes. He's got that level 6. Potential for movements to be made. But for now, though, LGD actually opting to group up around in mid and try and get the pressure onto the tower. Maybe see if they can punish qojqva before he sits and has familiars out to protect him. As qojqva already getting an opening in onto Insania. White starting to dive in from the side. Nothing to Say. He'll cut straight across with the Astral Step. Looks for Insania. Will have to commit the second one to find him, but it's enough. Gets in, takes out the Cottle. TP's coming in from Boxing.
Problem is, Nothing to Say is not getting any runes. Like Team Liquid doing a very good job just controlling the runes. This is very important for the mid laner to be able to get the runes, especially if you're like playing Void Spirit. qojqva doesn't care too much about the runes, to be honest. Now he's level 6, so they could potentially try to make a rotation. Void Spirit not the easiest hero to kill, but yeah, if someone else also rotates, they could grab a kill, but a lot of harassment coming out of the Visage.
qojqva, he tries to move in. But I mean, it's an easy turnaround for qojqva, Nothing to Say. He tries to commit it onto the Void Spirit. He said it's not an easy kill and it costs him his life.
Bottom lane, empty.
Here's Arme, shifting up, building up that strength, and it is enough to outdo the damage of the epicenter at this stage of the game. So Arme, he'll be fine.
qojqva had a really nice read there. What's going to happen? You know, qojqva gets level 6, start playing a bit more aggressively. Like, you can't really solo kill Void Spirit unless he has no Astral Step charges, which is going to be really weird if he doesn't.
I mean, and these stacks, again, another Liquid game. They've got an insane amount of farm prepared in the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
When you look at PSG.LGD's lineup, do you think, can they get in here and they take this away from Liquid?
They don't have the heroes to do it. Like, Tusk doesn't deal well with the stacks. Astral Step, another one. He actually gets it.
He has committed pretty deep, though. And he's going to have a TP. And there's the root, though. They're able to put a stop to Nothing to Say's escape. And he commits in deep for that kill on Insania. Costs him his life. And with the death of the Void Spirit, the rest of PSG.LGD have to back off. So even though they got this intel, they find all these stacks. As you say, it just doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much to stop Liquid from still getting the benefit.
You might try to get, you know, some XP from it, but that's it. Like, Beastmaster needs to rotate if they want to make something happen. Bristleback, he already cleared the stacks, and he has the Vanguard. I don't think this hero is going to die that easily. With the tag team, it's going to be okay, but it's a level 2 tag team, so they need to be careful.
I mean, they try him. With the roar, they will find him, but they're going to lose heroes for this. qojqva, he'll get taken out. qojqva and Tiger trying to chase down Y, but Faith still moving the balls in onto qojqva, making sure that he can push the two of them away.
I gotta say, Faith Beyond, I've been watching Chinese Dota for 2 months. He's one of the best micro players in the world for sure. Like what he does with the Beastmaster is insane. He also likes to upgrade the shard so that you can move the hawk and has that dive bomb. Like multiple times he's been using that throughout the DPC Season 1 to just initiate a fight when they were like lacking initiation, if Roar is on cooldown, forcing BKBs with his necro units, and you can see the top lane, like he's just microing those units. Insania looks, you know, very dead.
Yes. Faith just watches from a distance as his army goes to work. Insania, he's got the jukes though, and that might just save him. He's still alive. White came across trying to find Insania coming out the backside of the tower, but instead he just stays close to it. And Mickey, he gets the opportunity to just walk up and punish White, but looking to try and snipe that kill.
Floppy Hat saving Insania. He just loves the item on the hero. Pretty much always buys it, sometimes even 2.
Yeah, Liquid just a team that's all about that fashion. What we saw last game, sort of casual cloaks coming out. Cloaks, fluffy hats, they always make sure they look the part, Liquid.
Yeah, they love to dress nicely.
Bottom.
Radiant's middle tower
to catch
is under attack.
Rhythm there with a shard as Tiger far away. qojqva put some pressure onto White. Finish this off with the familiars. Now TP's coming in and qojqva, as soon as he sees any hero coming, he's going to make a mistake as he did before and go any further in. Bottom lane, Boxy is in with a stun. It's not quite enough lockdown to catch, nothing to say. Long enough in that damage at the epicenter. There's nothing to say he's able to jump out, get to safety.
I'll take the tribute.
Jinq on a level 5 at the moment. Needs to buy the tome to get himself to level 6. There he goes. Like Tusk deals so much damage once you get the Orb of Corrosion, plus the Boulder Sponge. You can one-shot supports. They don't have that much HP. Both of these heroes kind of low on the strength gain. Rotation on the mid lane.
They're coming from Liquid if they're in the turn. Matt TP's coming in mid-game. He's over, but they've been able to zip in and take out qojqva. How much can they punish PSG.LGD for this? They've taken down Xingqiu. They're looking towards Arme. Arme taking tower hits. The Roar comes out, pushing them away, giving space for Arme to continue to retreat. But the fear catches him before he's able to get away. The Familiars are over him. They keep him locked down as a beautiful play from Tiger sets up for the big kill on the Morph. Fear coming in at a perfect time, and they
count by Poxy. They also get nothing to say. This is such a good play from Team Liquid. Ame had the waveform ready, like he had like 0.1, 0.2 seconds available. I don't think they can kill Bristleback. He has a good and the bang on it. He's just way too tanky. Like tag team is something that works well against these tanky heroes like Bristleback, Timbersaw, but I'm not sure if they have enough to actually bring him down. They need to bring numbers. They probably need to roar him as well on top of that. Void Spirit is really good against Bristleback with the Remnant because he turns him around. He takes full damage.
See it again here on the replay.
Dire's middle tower
Attempted escape from Arme. Just as you can see it on the skills there on the bar at the bottom. He just click cast upon it. Fear from Tiger catching him just a frame too soon, and he couldn't get away.
Like Tiger has been, say, the most stable performer in the Team Liquid, maybe even like across the whole world. Like his performance has been insane. Like you know that he's gonna deliver. No matter what happens, his performance is gonna be great.
Absolutely.
Look at the ancient stacks as well. Like there's just too many stacks. Bristleback is getting out of control. 4K gold lead.
It's under attack.
Like there's no stacks pretty much for PSG.LGD, and they will hit this critical timing.
I mean, just from what we saw in the EU season, Liquid by far, they're just the best team in the region at preparing their half of the map in a way when they do have these sort of stack farmers like the Bristle.
This is not okay. Bristleback's level 13, you know, 12 minutes in.
That's the Liquid stacks, baby. They know how to make that money. As Mickey, I mean, what do you even do, right? If you're PSG.LGD and you see this Bristle, what are you saying?
Level 14, and there was still 12 on the clock. You just can't kill him. Like, he's gonna have status resistance on top of that. He's getting recalled, the Keeper of the Light, even far more on the mid lane. Sania's like, yeah, don't worry, buddy. I'll get you even more stacks.
How do they deal with him? I mean, it's Liquid's bread and butter when they run this Cottle Bristle opening. If you've got no way to get in and sort of deal with the stacks, I mean, it was maybe as if, you know, PSG.LGD weren't necessarily prepared for this from Liquid, because we saw them in the game, you know, their movements. They knew that the stacks were there. They came and
tried to go for it,
but they didn't have the heroes.
They really did not. The only thing they could do is
under attack.
get some XP from that. That's pretty much it. They got a kill, lost a couple of heroes. So yeah, this is the problem with the gyrocopter. You know, when things are not going well, he has already 5 deaths to his name. He's level 6, doesn't have boots of speed, so you can't really chase. Something's coming. Another fluffy hat for Y. My man feeling cold. Needs 2 fluffy hats to keep himself warm.
We see on the timing for qojqva's Aghanim, still 1700 away.
This is gonna be the timing, you know. Get that Aghanim Scepter. Sanking already has a Blink Dagger for quite some time. And Bristleback with S and Y, they can go for the Roche. Tier 1 tower still standing, so I expect them to group around the mid lane, get that tower, just force it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Necro 3 is done on a Beastmaster, so it's going to help out with the damage. That's also going to help out against the Sanking. Radiant using a scan, it connects. They're reading this nicely.
Let's see what we've got him going on from the side. Nothing to say. He's able to get the jump in on Cole. Fear comes crashing down as well. The punch straight away. Sania just getting taken out by that the fist of Xingqiu.
Where's my pension?
Roar on the Beastmaster. Roar on the Bristleback just to keep him in place. Like they're so afraid of this Bristle right now.
No, rightfully so.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Level
attack.
15 Mikau.
Radiant
S and Y Vanguard Hood.
And you need to stay away. What they can do right now, they know there's no Roar. They see Morphling does not have a single item yet. They could potentially just go inside the pit. You have enough damage coming up from the Bristleback. Ghoul level 3. They want to take over the triangle. Hawk is cutting the Roche pit in case Team Liquid decides to go in.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
LGD, they're hanging around. I mean, do they really try and make an attempt on Samike?
Trying to burn his mana, even though he has Keeper of the Light in the team, so it's not that effective.
Tower is under attack.
They're rolling over with the snowball. Going in deep onto Tiger, but it's a bit of an overextension, it seems to be, by Xingqiu. He gets the kill done. He'll lose his life for it, though. It's just, as you can see, you know, PSG.LGD, they're just sort of left to sort of stand there watching and going, oh, what on earth can we do about this Bristle? How can we approach fight? When Mikke's there in the middle of it. White is going to try and chase down White, but as he's now keeping out immediately as soon as the rest of Liquid start to move into place.
Just kill the rest, LOL. It's gonna be tough. You know, they need to deal. They actually need to kill like Sanking, Dark Willow. These are the core heroes to actually take out as the first targets. Also having Beastmaster with the Necro 3 is gonna help out against the Visage once he gets that Aghanim Scepter.
It's not going to be... oh, there we go. A little bit of a lovely extra for Mikke. Also finding a Nether Short.
Tower is under attack.
Adding on to that resistance. Yeah, a lot of that damage.
54% magic resist.
Oh my goodness.
Radiant structures.
A big number at 17 minutes in. They're going in. They're going to try.
They're going to get him.
Doing it. All right, that'll do it. That'll get the job done. As tanky as he is, he wasn't quite ready for that. 4 heroes straight on top of him. With the Aurora able to allow time to hold him in position and get in from an angle.
He was there alone, that's why he died. Like, if there's a team to save him with the Sanking stun, possibly like just replenish the mana with the Keeper of the Light, like one extra tick of that Quill Spray could make a lot of a difference, especially when you already have a couple of stacks. But the tag team destroys those tanky heroes. Who got the last hit? Ahmed did, so yeah, he's gonna have a Lincoln Sphere. He already does. Jin-Q getting close to his Blink Dagger, so there's going to be a very nice tool to save people with the Snowball. Finds a Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, I probably is going to take that one.
And what do you sort of expect from Arme? Okay, after that, yeah, he's still going to have to build up that Manta.
He has BKB queued up. Lincoln's BKB. That's super defensive.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he's got both the BKB and the Manta. I mean, he's not, did you get all three of them? Lincoln's BKB and Manta, or
and get more pressure as well, and then you have like
Lincoln's BKB Manta, Lincoln's BKB Manta.
Yeah.
So you got two of them all. I mean, the super defensive build.
I guess if you want to play this game a bit longer, Beastmaster getting initiated on him. Oh, that Snowball didn't actually save it there.
Couldn't get him in time, Jin-Q. And for that, Jin-Q's also going to lose his life. Two of them going down. Okay, he's going to try and run down, nothing to say. He's actually he's not got a stepper to simulate for a second. Assimilates all he's got to use. He tries to get down to low ground. He's not going to be able to quite reach it as he's trapped on the high ground. Liquid find 3. With 3 dead on PSG.LGD, Liquid, they'll have more than enough space to head into the pit and get Roshan for himself.
PSG.LGD cannot afford to lose a Beastmaster. He needs to use his spells, like delete one hero before the fight starts. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard. Like, they need that attack speed. Foxy, he is in. He wants Fly badly, but he's got it.
Easy solo kill there for Moxie, was able to get the use of that center off whilst the arcane room was still going. So now a short minute will pass and they'll be ready to push high ground and have all their ultimates available.
What do you call Visage with the Aghanim?
Radiant's top
In
tower is
Visage.
under
I was going to say, is this a joke?
I'll take over.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So yeah, considering the itemization coming up from PSG.LGD, they want to play this game, just try to stall it, not get overrun by Team Liquid, because this is their timing. Aghanim Scepter on Visage, you have Bristleback, who's super tanky, he has full SNY, just a bit more than 1,000 gold away from that full AC, and they're gonna try to go for high ground, possibly.
Dire are scanning.
See how much they want to push it. We did see in the first series today, Liquid, for as much of a lead they were able to build up against Nigma. It did still take them quite a bit of time to sort of feel that they had the ability to go high ground and close it up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
Lay a hand on me.
But yeah, he's doing all right, Gyro. You know, he's still gonna slow them down with the cooldown, deal some damage, but I don't think he feels, you know, bad when he dies.
5. As long as some sort of space is being made for one of your calls.
He will not scale this game as 5 because the early game didn't go too well for him. But yeah, he will certainly give away his life or just break the smoke, whatever. Team Liquid, they got the tier 2 tower. They can take the outpost.
And everything on track here, Liquid. Getting all the objectives and taking them at a pace that very much fits the lineup that they've rolled with here in this game.
Also, they're very mobile. Whoever starts to like split push, they have 2 boosts of travel, 1 on Sanking, 1 on Visage, so they can punish any kind of split push coming out. Void Spirit also does not have a defensive item on himself, so if he just gets jumped by a Sanking, follow the stun, follow it with the familiar stun, he should be dead.
Ready to bring the fight down bottom. Mate, TP before they find him. PSG.LGD trying to escape, obviously closing in. Gonna have that Yule set up, catch White. Kill on the gyrocopter. No troubles here from Liquid. PSG.LGD just continuing to try and buy this time. Pours out on the other lane, split on the bottom, then actually diving in past the tower. Boxy, they're ready to go. Mickey's charging straight in the raw, having to be used on Boxy to no follower. And they can't do anything with that. It's just a raw down to try and hold back Liquid. And they're just diving in, ready to go. They're taking this tier 3 tower, and it doesn't seem like there's anything PSG.LGD can do to slow them down.
They're just gonna go for the high ground. They know that they're super strong right now. Bristleback still holding that Aegis for another minute and 10 seconds, so they want to get the most out of it. AC, oh, they get Boxy. This is a big kill.
And then again, everybody's gonna buy back immediately. Come over straight towards the fight. It's going in Liquid's favor. Arme, he's in with the BKB. Can he turn this around? Lost still PSG.LGD, but the BKB starting to come to an end. Arme's going to get himself right out of there. Dive in on towards Raytheon. Boxy down again with the borrow strike. Set up another kill for Mikko. He gets the triple. Jinju's trying to bring down this Zanky. They will manage to get him, but Mikko.
That's a dieback for Boxy.
He's running them down. Multiple buybacks coming out from PSG.LGD in an attempt to try and turn this. Arme's moving in, but his BKB is still on cooldown for 40 seconds. They'll turn into the Visage, try and play his way out of it. If he can escape, he's into the trees, TPing out. They've got nothing to stop him or catch him, so he will live.
They're still defending the barracks. Aegis will be gone in 20 seconds, but they don't have enough damage to kill the Bristleback unless like they roar him, they use tag team, Walrus Punch from the Tusk. So Mickey can feel pretty secure because Tusk is still gone for 30 seconds. There's a tier 2 tower in the mid that they can kill. Double damage, spawn bottom.
And the cost, maybe I'm stupid, but is this intended? Did this really happen? When Arme turned into qojqva, he got Silent the Greg.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
he doesn't have an Aghanims on this morph, you know, but he gets the ability. I guess it's because he's classed as a non-ultimate ability, even though it's still an Aghanims ability.
Could be.
I mean, that's pretty
I don't
nice,
know.
right? If he makes that, he's able to get out with the invis, and he's got 4 seconds of a 30%
dota2 website is
boost.
out of beta, but the game is not. So, you know, sometimes stuff like this occurs.
Yeah. But I'm not crazy. That
happened.
But
it should not happen.
No,
also, yeah.
There we go. I don't know if it's going to be enough or it's going to be, you know, do anything significant this game.
Radiant's
I mean, it
middle
did
tower
make it safe.
is under
He was able to
attack.
get in with the invis and get out.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Ame has so many good targets to morph into, like whether you want to morph into Gyro, like Dark Willow once you get the Aghanim Scepter, Sanking is also a good option.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Qojqva in the high ground of this triangle area, and Liquid be a bit more reserved for a little bit. The Aegis gone on Mickey. And it really depends how safe Liquid want to play it. Their hero is still very much in a position that allows them to keep Mickey alive. Bissell done.
Mickey's too farm. Like he's having too much farm at this stage of the game. Full Abyssal Blade, yeah, that's gonna help out against locking down the Void Spirit, possibly getting a jump on a Tusk.
See as well, I'm glad we're seeing this Marmite. It's not going to go for the Manta after the BKB and the Lincoln.
No, it's just too much.
He's got to get the axe.
I think BKB plus Lincoln is also too much as there's 2 items.
Maybe with that axe, be able to do something great from the high ground. And in terms of Aghanims, this game is sort of the one that's at the top of the radar as the morph going to be the Willow.
Either Willow, but I still maybe prefer Sanking. Like even Bristleback is not bad. Having that jump with Sanking sounds really good. They're gonna go on it.
They're gonna try and come out to Mika, see if they can take him down. Arme with the BKB. They're beating into the Bristle. They'll turn over what's possible. Easier kill on the Sanking. They bring him down. Oxy's gone. Mika on the retreat. Arme's trying to chase. He's gonna look towards Tiger. Another turn into the Sanking. Use the broker against them with the
He got the
Bristle. Gets him stuck in position. They've got the damage to break through the board. Jump off and CQ there. Find Tiger as well. Rolling it onto Mika, but Mika, they're not gonna have the damage to take him down now with Arme gone. As Mika can hold his ground, turn and take down Xingqiu.
It was a good play from Ame, but there was like no follow-up. The rest of the team does not have a waveform, does not have a burrow strike, so he can't really close the gap as fast as you can. Need to be very careful. Like, he managed to get a 2-man burrow stun, but not enough. Like, they need to be able to protect the Morphling because he is the damage. Like, he's the damage, he's the control.
Dire structures are fortified.
Sitting in here, full commitment onto Mickey. Reassessment though from Arme as soon as he's in with the combo. Turns, he knows he can get the quick kill onto Foxy whilst he's holding the
Radiant's
position.
middle barracks are under attack.
Mickey just such a hard target to kill despite Arme's best efforts.
Radiant's middle
Him alone
is
is not going to be enough to cut it against this insanely farm bristle.
Team Liquid's understanding of their timings is just extremely good. Like, they know when to strike. They're playing the map really fast, just closing out the things, going for the objectives, and not giving them opportunity to come back into the game. Like, every single time someone tries to get the farm, it's pretty much punished. Like, you get out of the base, you're gonna get jumped on. Like, Boxy's really quick on those rotations. Like, I've said it, they have 2 boots of travel, so whoever decides to, like, split push, there's also Keeper of the Light that can set things up with the relocate. Not relocate, but what's it called? What's the ability called again? Recall. Yeah, my brain, you know, sometimes stops. I've slept for 4 hours. I've been too excited for this to actually start. Maybe it was a jet lag, who knows?
Net worth, moment, increasing in Liquid's favour.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
QJqva as a team just not able to quite farm or find any action. Turn that around mid lane White, getting jumped in. Probably commit on him though. 2 of them, they'll let White live.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
We're seeing on Arme. Still got about 1,200 gold to go.
I'll take it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Incredible moves to turn things around even there. Very clever. Now for PSG.LGD which just once again turned up. They've got an assortment of heroes and they know exactly how to play for the victory. They know how to close the game up.
They do. They know how to play with the first Aegis, second Aegis, time to try to close out the game. Bristleback, he also wants to get a heart. He's like, they need to take him down twice now with the Aegis. If he gets the heart, he's really close to that, just 300 gold away from it. Not sure how they're gonna do it.
Let's see what they can do here. They're gonna have to bring out some sort of a defense. PSG.LGD is Mickey knocking at their door. Tier 3, it's gone. Nothing been done yet. The Aghanix is finished here. We'll see what sort of magic Arme can pull off. See what he goes for. As the Rats, they're falling in front of them. Still unable to find any time to get in on this.
They're not even gonna try to defend it.
Gotta try something if they want to hold on in this game. Dealing with the Megas already with their heroes is not gonna be fun. 21 care, 28 to 17. Yet again, a 3rd performance back-to-back today where Liquid have just looked a step above their opponents.
Let's see who Morph decides to turn into. Like, possibly, like, Bristleback, maybe Dark Willow. Like, even saying, like, any of these 3 sounds good, but I feel you have only 1 try. Like, this is it.
I mean, Lizzie, it's here for you.
4 hours is just dying.
Alright, on the back right, is able to catch onto Tiger. Tiger goes in with a buyback. Over towards the side, there is the bow. Don't want to nothing to say. Arme trying to come over to zip in and have some damage to finish them off, but it isn't enough to get the kill done. Xingqiu's gone. Arme's Linkers has been popped. They're chasing him. Arme's got to be careful. He'll be able to push back onto Fox to at least stop him from jumping in. Buyback comes out for Xingqiu midday. Continue to run them over all the bash. As soon as he shifts, he gets back straight away.
It does not have buyback. That's GG.
It really is over. GG, I mean, it's been over for a while, this one. As Liquid yet again today. Another bit of perfect play.
Yeah, Liquid